I've discovered a new continent, and I'm naming it Europe, also known to its indigenous inhabitants as Europe, presents a fascinating case in historical and anthropological study. Indigenous Europeans, also known as blueskins due to their fair complexion taking a bluish hue in colder climates, are believed by researchers to have migrated from the Middle East. Over time, these settlers would split into tribes or kingdoms, clinging to this archaic form of governance to maintain their Oba system, also known locally as nobility or monarchy. The social structures of the blueskins were quite rigid and hierarchical, with a small elite class wielding massive power over the masses. The farming techniques of the blueskins were quite primitive and rudimentary. Unlike the complex terrace farming of the Ethiopian highlands, the blueskins seemed to be stuck at the basic three-field system, forcing much of their economy to be subsistence-based. Despite their primitive living conditions, the blueskins did develop some unique cultural artifacts. Items such as baguettes and vodka that have become globally recognized originated as basic staples in their diet. Historical records do point out that much of the culinary heritage of the indigenous Europeans seem to have been stolen or outright taken from the advanced cultures of the Middle East and Asia. The indigenous Europeans were quite a violent people. They were constantly fighting with each other, warring tribes, fighting over yellow rocks and silver plate. And like many other barbaric tribes, their lives were ruled by superstition and dogma, by a group of witch doctors calling themselves the Catholic Church, led by a god king known as the Pope. Researchers have found that this Pope would force the local populace into a blood ritual called communion, where they would eat the body of a bearded man, calling it bread, and drink his blood, calling it wine. What savages! But our brave African explorers saw the primitive state in the blueskins and decided it was time for a cultural and technological exchange. So, in honor of this glorious moment, we decided to call the largest island in Europe New Congo.